All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction video. And before we start, I just want to say again, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate it. Hopefully it was filled with good times, good vibes, good food, good friends, good presents maybe. I had a really good haul this year. We opened presents this morning. I got a Naruto hoodie. I got the official Genshin Impact art book from versions 1.0 to 1.6. They're releasing another one. My girlfriend surprised me with that, and a couple of other things that I really appreciated and enjoyed for this holiday season. But it seems like Hoyoverse is going to be on another like trailer track record with uploading consistently. So last night I uploaded my Sitlali character teaser video where I also mentioned, wow, we just got the Mavuika animated short, and then we got the Sitlali trailer. We just finished having dinner. We were kind of getting ready to turn in for the night, and similar to last night, I literally looked on Twitter and someone was like, oh, that was a great trailer, and I was like, there's no way they dropped another trailer. So we finally have the first of what is going to be a very back and forth between Mavuika and Sitlali getting trailers of their official trailers and then their demos. And we now have Mavuika's character trailer, A Light Through Time, with Mavuika and her sister Hine in the thumbnail, which is adorable. So I feel like for the next week, I'm just going to be on alert like around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock p.m. just to see if they drop anything. Just because I want to be as like prompt and immediate of getting these videos out as early as possible. The Sitlali video did really well. We have over 10,000 views on that in 24 hours, which is incredible, especially for my channel as of right now. And so I really appreciate all of you guys who left really awesome comments. My girlfriend was featured in that video as well, and she really appreciated all of the kind comments of like her attire and just in general like the vibes that we had. I really appreciate all of the kind comments. You guys are usually good about that anyway. It's not like this is anything exceptional, but given the fact that that was one of the first times she's been featured on this channel in a video of Genshin, even though she's behind, we both really appreciated it. And the video itself was great too. The fact that we got to see a sequence in that trailer that was featured like in-game for Genshin with Sitlali's trailer was really cool. And Hine was also featured in Mavuika's animated short. She was kind of like the final driving motivation to keep Mavuika on her path to going through the sacred flame and transcending 500 years. And apparently the Mavuika that we were experiencing in that moment with her sister was like the final hurdle, the final year of the 500-year journey through the history of time to get to where she needed to be resurrected through the flame to save Natlin in the present. So I feel like Hine is the cornerstone to like Mavuika's strength and pretty much what makes her human, what makes her relatable to all of the other characters, us included. We're very much human. We have things that we care about, like our friends, our family, our loved ones. And I'm just really excited to see where this goes. It's 2.5 minutes, but it is a character teaser, so I feel like we're going to get more history, more things about her past, and just kind of getting more of her family tidings, since she doesn't really have any of that stuff in the present day. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out. I'm assuming this is going to talk more about her family, whereas her animated short was more about her comrades in war, right? Her friends on the battlefield. So with all that said, I really hope you guys enjoy, and let's check it out. And before we start, like we did the last video, I'm going to check out the description. All right, so here it reads, civilization is built with the bricks of time and memory. Buried within are love, bravery, wisdom, and innumerable regrets. Indeed, life is often steeped in regrets, much like pages that inevitably yellow with the passage of time. Yet, in the memories etched on those pages, no trace of regret remains. That is a very interesting passage, much like pages that inevitably yellow with the passage of time. That does remind me of the gift that keeps on giving, which is in fact Simulanka. The manuscripts that were inside of the Cave of Eerie Murmurs, of like all those manuscripts that just went from the heroes and the princes and princesses of the past. They became manuscripts that were just lost in history, constantly repeating itself with constant eaters that didn't know a solution to their crisis until the princess came about and changed things. I think at this point it's confirmed, or at the very least strongly suggested, that the Princess Semest from the Simulanka world quest was actually like a reflection of Mavuika. And if you go back and watch that quest in particular for Simulanka, my video will inevitably be uploaded to YouTube like in another month or so. The process of Forobert going to save the princess through the Cave of Eerie Murmurs, I feel like I was very much on the money back during the summer, where Forobert represented Capitano, and Princess Semest, which at the time I didn't know of, represented Mavuika, the Pyro Archon, because they also mentioned that they had to find the princess and figure out a plan regarding her. And so I can't help but remember, like, those pages weathering through time reminded me of those manuscript pages. Because Simulanka, of course, is the greatest summer patch. It is the gift that keeps on giving for Genshin, and I really like how it's kind of reflecting all of the stuff that we've gotten so far. But anyways, with all that yapping out of the way, I appreciate your guys' support. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we shall begin in 3, 2, 1, now. Hoyoverse! Let's check it out.
Hina's the only one who doesn't know.
Oh.
You should tell her yourself.
Oh. This is probably gonna be, yeah.
A house needs a sturdy foundation.
She has to tell her sister about her sacrifice, about going to the flame. Wow, and this is, they're from the Scions of the Canopy. Look at them overlooking the landscape there. That's cool.
Hina's the only one who doesn't know. You should tell her yourself.
Yeah. This is gonna hit hard. Oh, man.
A house needs a sturdy foundation to withstand the elements.
Oh, look at her! I swear to God, she literally looks like the Crunchyroll mascot, which is Crunchyroll Hime. So we have Hine, and then Crunchyroll Hime is the name of the Crunchyroll mascot, which literally looks like Hine. Just saying. Wow!
Almost ready to eat, you two.
I feel like this
I made your
location's
favorite
actually in
stew
the
for
world.
dinner.
Oh! I actually think you can go there too.
It's almost dinner time. Let's call it a day.
The music. Stop it.
You were supposed
Stop
to be
it.
listening to.
Stop. Chat. This is the paper frog from Simulanka. Oh my God. Guys, Simulanka is literally the gift that keeps on giving. This is literally the origami paper frogs from Simulanka version 4.8. I am going to lose my mind.
Look, Mavuika!
Oh! It's Forobert!
You're supposed to be listening to me.
Oh my God.
It's a bookmark! Just
Dude! The mini games! The little leapfrog mini game that we did. Oh my God.
Come on, let's go eat.
Yeah.
I have something to tell
I'm
you.
Simulanka's biggest stan.
You're gonna head 500 years in the future? You're just gonna die? I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long. But I'll think of something way.
She did say that in the Archon quest. Whoa! Yo,
I couldn't find anything about Hine.
Istaroth moment.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
she's
sure
getting
she lived a happy
divination.
life, if uneventful in the end.
This sucks, man. She doesn't know anything about what happened to anyone. That's several generations, you know? This music is beautiful, by the way. The rendition of everything. Oh. I was gonna say that house. Anyways. Oh my God!
Book belonged to someone who helped my family a super long time ago.
Oh my God! She literally reminds me of Hine. Aww, what a cute girl.
There's a bunch of old designs inside. Don't know what they're for.
Oh my goodness! That's her family book. Literally, just the hair's different.
Thank you. This means a lot to me.
Oh.
Why don't I walk you home? I'd like to thank your family too.
Aww. I guess
By
she
the
made
way,
it through after all.
Do you like stew?
It's my favorite.
Wow, I guess in a way her sister did transcend, you know? Look at that, that's crazy. Wow.
Thank you. This means a lot to me.
The music is probably what's doing it the most. It's like a
Why don't I walk
rendition
you home?
of the
I'd like to
music
thank
we've
your
heard
family,
over the
too.
last few months. God, that's so good. I hate how tragic all of these characters have it with the passage of time and everything. You know, Sitlali is basically like Genshin's version of Frieren, right? The passage of time outliving all of your friends, family, and you know, just basically struggling with getting attached to people that you know you're going to outlive. And you know, Mavuika not really being able to have any of those connections of her past because it's been 500, like multiple generations of her family line have been severed, you know, have come and gone over the course of her transition into the present. This was so good.
You're just gonna die. I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something a way for us to meet again one day.
There was a moment. I feel like this was some kind of transcendence almost, because this little girl carrying the residual memories and the connection of her sister to the point where she literally, like, no offense, but she's almost like a stand-in of like the classic NPC trope of a character model in one location and then you see them in a completely different location. The only different thing about them is that their hair and color, their hair and clothes are a different color palette. That's constantly happened in Genshin, so I feel like this is like an exact reflection of that, but obviously in a way that gives Mavuika something to remember by, you know, remember her family, remember her sister, and her past. This could also be considered like a descendant of Hine's. If Hine did live to adulthood, if she lived to see another day beyond the cataclysm, and if she had a family, and if that family and that bloodline, you know, persevered over the years, you know, there would be no connection to Mavuika since she's, you know, she transcended at that point. But this almost literally looks like a spitting image of Hine to the point where they're also in the Scions of the Canopy. This could be like a bloodline descendant or reincarnation or an incarnation even, where it's like the essence of her sister, but it's not her, so that's more incarnation than reincarnation. But I just like the message. I just like the vibe of like her sister did find a way, and I think the interpretation there is maybe her sister found a way through, you know, a descendant of the bloodline or an incarnation of sorts where like her spirit, where she like inherited Hine's spirit or something. Because the book too, like the book is directly tethered to her family. That's the same book that had like her sister's little paper frog, or the paper frog itself, you know. I think that's a big thing too. Like her sister's paper frog stood the test of time, which was great. And yeah, I will never not love Simulanka, the paper frogs, the entire event, the toy soldiers, the paper frogs, the Broken Sea era, and like all of the stuff that they teased and foreshadowed for Simulanka, which I really hope you guys look for. I'm sorry, that they tease for Natlin. I really hope you guys enjoy the Simulanka content when that comes out. It hasn't been uploaded to YouTube yet, but the editing is already done. It's just a matter of time. And reflectively looking back on Simulanka, it's really going to show how good that they prepped and set up for Natlin and everything else in between. I'm really happy that Mavuika is from the Scions of the Canopy because this is my favorite tribe. And so, I don't know, I just think it's really cool that the Pyro Archon is from the tribe that I grew to love the most out of all of the 5 that are out right now. And yeah, we're getting a little glimpse into her family, right? The only thing that I'm a little hung up about is her dad. You know, we saw that picture of her dad and her, like her whole family, right? The 2 Yumkasaurs, her sister, her mom, her dad. And her mom and her sister were in the Archon quest, and her sister's been in both of her trailers, the animated short and this one. Her mom's in this one too. And so I'm just curious, like maybe the dad is just like, you know, it's like, it's whatever. Maybe the connection from Mavuika more so is her sister than any other member of her family, but I don't know, it's just a little odd that her dad's not around because he was in the picture at the very least. So I don't know if they're going to feature him in the, I doubt that they're going to feature him in the demo. And, you know, the collected miscellany is just kind of like, you know, for gameplay and Dainsleif purposes. So yeah, lore-wise, I don't know if we're going to know anything else more about her old man, but it's really cool to just see where she came from, to see how she was raised. This is the exact same vibe that we have in the present-day Scions of the Canopy. They were able to, like, rebuild the world anew after the Cataclysm and build up all the tribes again as according to the plan. And so it's still the same vibe. I swear to God, this location specifically is in Natlin somewhere. I specifically because of the boxes that are under the porch. I feel like there's a specific spot in in the game that at least mirrors this. I don't think this is exactly like the same. I don't think this is like the main Scions of the Canopy area. I think it's like within the Scions of the Canopy borders, but I'd have to go out and look for it. But again, I feel like this is 500 years ago. So you know, by the time passes and she comes back to this location, you know, in the present right here, you know, she's in the main area and she's looking up at the wall here. So I feel like this is a part of the present day Scions of the Canopy, like main city area or main tribe area. Very heart-wrenching, similar to the Sitlali trailer, just because, you know, it's about losing loved ones and just kind of carrying on despite all of the stuff that, you know, you're kind of leaving behind with the passage of time, or, you know, expanded lifespan or long-lived species or stuff like that. But yeah, I really love Mavuika. I'm gonna be pulling for her. I can't wait to get more of her expansive lore as I level her up, and finishing the Archon quest and her story quest. She's going to have a story quest, which I'm really happy about. So maybe we'll learn more, or maybe she'll be able to somehow connect with her past, knowing that her goal of stopping the Abyss, saving Natlin, defending the Night Kingdom will come to a close, right? And will be seen through to the end. But yeah, I really, really, really loved this trailer. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts, my theories, my reaction to everything. Let me know what you guys think, as always, in the comments down below. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.